let go. Every time you look at me, I just feel to make love. Every time you hold my hand, I get weak. When you are with me, I feel like a young turtle dove. Whenever I'm in your arms, I could hardly speak. No one else could make me feel this way. Sugar plum, I'm begging you to stay. Don't go, don't go, don't go. I know. $1,000,000, girl, you could take all. If you have another man, I don't care. All of you know is there with me when the rain falls. If you have the moon and stars, you could have my share. Nothing in this world your place could take. If you leave me now, my heart will break. Don't go, don't go, don't go. Get more strong. What we do together, no man can put us under. While loving you is right, I can do it right. Oh, I love you so, I know not why. But I'm going to love you till I die. Don't go, don't go, don't go. I love you. want to party.
I'm just practicing to be a poet. Not qualified as yet, but have no fear. I'm gonna get there. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectation. Neither are you in to live up to mine. I don't owe no one, no obligation. No one owes me none, so everything everything is fine, fine. As I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. Serious business. There is a time for everything, and for everything there is a season. So man and man must reason. So I think it's prime time that we address some more issues. Simple information I will use. No rocket science to get you confused. So relax your mind, make sure everything is fine, while I take you down a poetic line. Trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. I remember you say Liberation Day, and I ask, you sure is that you wanna say? Cause it sounded so good to believe. And deception is a powerful thing when you lose your rightful thinking. So we voted for the bling. But you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. Yellow, yellow all the way is what everybody say. Cell phone ring, man answering. Yellow, yellow, no hello. Teeth get yellow, house get yellow, bus get yellow, man get yellow, even green get yellow, and so says 11-4. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. Old school parables say you know what you have, but you don't know what you go get. So cherish what you have to diminish regret. But what on earth lasts forever? Not even things created by the great Jehovah. So the green grass ceased to grow to allow the yellow vibes to flow. But boy, one song I sing, one bell I ring. If we didn't know, we never know yellow would have treat us so. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. They began with the blame game.
Good night to you, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name's Sheldon Scott. I will be with you up until the 10 o'clock hour.
Then to economic recession, we can't give you attention. Economic recession, the cause of poverty in the land. Economic recession, no employment for the ordinary man. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. All your projects are stuck in a pipeline, but when asked, how is the country going? Oh, fine. We are looking into it. Never mind. Only projects in pipeline. No water to cool down the yellow temperature. When will they start? Please answer that. Oh, soon.
So let me say a special good night to those of you listening locally, regionally, internationally. It is Talking Points.
Yes, it's a lot of space. It's just a few hungry.
Don't know why some of them afraid Talking Points so.
Next phase.
Are they afraid all you so?
When you trick us with campaign.
Let me see who is on tonight. Yes, saying a special good night to those of you on the YouTube. And before I go there, let me say good night to the children early because I want them to go to the bed. They have school in the morning. All right. So Zayla, Zoe, Exalia, bedtime. Nice. Yeah. No step. No. Time bedtime. You have to get up school in the morning. All right. Nice.
Conviction strong. So why not send them advisors home? They're sucking money like water in full.
So Agnes Henry, Faithlin Hallie Douglas, Alban Harris, Carl Jones, Cynthia Bartholomew Sky, Phyllis Mitchell, Gavin Thomas, Jesse Sherry, Mayana Julian, Kashima Roberts, Matthew Bowen, Baby Daddy, Trajan John, Kathleen Ledlow, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Dominic Leroy, Gemma Warwood, Carib Spice, Kathleen Knights, Maria Noel, Wilfred Antoine, Deborah Laborde, Jacinta Livingston, Adrian Watts, Michelle Alexander, Veronica Lewis, Janice Mitchell, Sherma Jeremiah, Good Life, Jerome Lewis, I see you there. Hillary Joseph, Anna Lewis, Deborah, yeah, I call you out already. Nice. Errol Bonaparte, Maud Martin, Wilma Paris. Let me see. Yeah, Jenna Benjamin. I see you there. Jakeem Williams, bro. Yeah, Ann Andrews. And let me see. Vanessa Lalji. Clive Raymond, good night. Chief Camahon, good night to you. Right, I think I sorted out that issue. Jillian Williams. Roy Jacketman, Ned Jacketman. Patsy Frank, Gloria Francois, Angie, Cosville Macmillan, Elrica Antwine, Stephanie John, Sandra Pascal, Lyndon Panchu, Cindy Thomas, Beavis John, Eliza Bernard, Marilyn Panchu, Claude Abraham, Harrow in the house. Good night to you, Harrow. Bernadette Ramsey. Right. Let me see. Hermina Batiste, Christine Otley, Peter Francis, I tell you, has something to do for me. Nice. Public Notice, Abraham Pope, good night. Elsie Peters, Lucy Andrew, Ivor Holas, Denise Sandy, London Gordon, Wendy Telesford, Dennis Bain, hey, out of Washington, D.C. I see somebody from Texas there somewhere, and I saw somebody in Texas. Anastasia Peterson. Right. Oh, my dear. Xavier, you're not feeling too well? Oh, no. All right. Uncle sends his love over to you. All right. Nice. Yes, my good little friend is not feeling too well tonight. You know. Let me see those of you who are on the Facebook tonight. I see Amika and I see Jones, Michael, Allen, Amina, Thomas, Sherry, Noel. Yeah, not that Sherry Noel. That is Sherry and Noel. She in there. Nice. Right. Ellie Noel, Sherry Marshall, Joycelyn Francois, Rita Mavis Pierre, Esther Lynette Davis. Good night to you and your husband. Cynthia and your mom. Cynthia B. Joycelyn Francois, McLean Mitchell, Velma Pascal, John Mark, Sonny Isle, Denise Fabrios, Charmaine Ragbasing, Anna, Olive McEwen, Shona George Cummins. Me ain't going to try and pronounce your first name and pronounce it wrong again. Natasha? Right, nice, good. Winnie Simon, Leroy St. Paul, Cindy Charles, Glenna John, Sherry Lambert, Clive, I see you there. Kathy Gilbert Levine, good night to you, Lily. Teresa Collymore, Lynn Joseph, I see you. All right, Ingrid Bourne, Yolan Moraine, good night. And Donna Langdon, good night to you. Mavis Thorne, Rodney Barry, Valma McIntosh, Mortlin Bartholomew, nice. Yes, Mortlin, that's what's going to happen. Annette Sincere, and I see Dean Joseph, Cicely Celestine, right, Hisdon Augustine, Evelyn Narayan, Vintris, good night. Yeah, Enid Decoto, Silda Alexander, right, and Etta Batiste. I see Max and Francis. I have to talk some Carriacou things. Buzz Boss, I see you there. To talk some Carriacou things tonight. And I ain't like what happened in Carriacou. Yeah. So Cindy Jones, Betty Ann, Murray Ventor, Norman Noel. Yeah, so all of you, Patrick Joseph, yeah, all of you, Veronica Frederick, that's under Small Axe. Good night to you, bro. Yeah, parang time. Bev Jackson, Patsy Bob, Red Girl Pascal, Carol Celestine, Jocelyn Matheson. Good night to all of you under the live tonight. Hey, Nurse Maguire, Shakira Smith, good night to you both as well. And Laslyn Sandra, Junior George, not that Junior George, Junior George, Dean Joseph. Yeah, so good night to all of you under the live tonight. All right, yeah. Hey, Minister Telesford, you say us listen every night. A special good night to you and the family, man. Yeah.
They say when you don't have good food, you must take in front. So this is my Kaiso for the Masgra 2023. Make sure all the...
I thought the minister would have been occupying his time with another program.
There is no place in the world like Grenada. Its people are so unique.
Well, folks, yeah, it's already 8:15. Let's get into it. Several things tonight. One of them is that you've been hearing a lot about October 19th as a holiday. Now, that's one issue. The other issue you've been hearing is that many people out here have been saying that when it comes to the issue of having the independence launch taking place on that date, that they are against it. Many people have been saying that. Yeah? And they're saying that because they have feelings. They understand that there are many families who lost loved ones on that day. And even people who did not lose relatives on that day. Their hopes and dreams, their aspirations were dashed away on the 4th on October 19th, 1983. There were many people who had dreams and aspirations of things that they were going to do under the People's Revolution. Yeah? Whether it were soldiers who were supposed to go training somewhere in Europe or so on, they were supposed to go to Russia or Bulgaria or so and do some training and come back and increase in rank and have some sort of speciality. Whether it was the one or two that you were hearing about that probably were going to learn to fly planes, jets, and different things like that. Whether it were young people that were about to get the opportunity to go and learn medicine, to become doctors or engineers, and so on. Many people that had their personal goals that they had set under the People's Revolution, and on that day, that died because the revolution fell apart. So when that time comes around, these people don't feel, I speak to quite a few of them, they don't feel well. They feel physically, emotionally, it's not a nice day for them. Some of them, if they could avoid it, they don't go to work on that day. They would not go to any sort of party-like activity or celebration on that day. Yeah? Some of them, inclusive of especially the family members and those directly involved in the events on the 4th on that day, they tend to find themselves, with the October 19th Martyrs Foundation and so, they find themselves on the 4th and they have an activity every year to mark the events that took place on the 4th on that day. So anybody with common sense, anybody, and let's put the common sense aside, anybody with feelings, anybody with emotions, anybody that spends enough time in Grenada, because there are tourists that come here and can tell you there's a bad day to put something. Anybody that knows and understands the Grenadian people and understands the psychology of the Grenadian people would know instinctively that that was a dunce day to put the launch of your 50th anniversary of independence. You could have do it today. You could have do it this weekend. Well, what major activities do you have taking place this Friday, this Saturday, or Sunday? They could have launched the activities on any of those days. But because there was an intent, political, they wanted to launch it on that particular day, not taking into consideration all the people who lost things and lost loved ones on that day. There are many people who had a very high amount of love and appreciation for the comrade leader. And on that day when he died, it was like a family member died. And we're not even speaking about the rest of people that died, including the cabinet members and the civilians that died on the 4th on that day. So anybody with common sense, anybody with feelings, anybody with any sort of emotional intelligence, Dr. Pancho, anybody with emotional intelligence would know that that was a stupid day to go and put that event on. Nobody should have to come and tell you that. Nobody should have to tell you that that is a bad day to have something like that on. If you're truly Grenadian, if you know your Grenadian people and you know your Grenadian history, if you understand your Grenadian people and your Grenadian history, you would know that that was the wrong day to put that activity. Make the day a holiday, all right. Some people are for it, some people are against it, but that's a separate thing. But to decide that on that day, you were coming with this massive thing to open the celebration, to start the 50th anniversary of independence, when you have any day that you could put that on. They could have had it today. They could have decided that, hey, we're going to have a big thing today. People would have come out. They could decide that they would have it on the weekend. People would come out. No, they have to come tail between their legs and decide that we're not going to do it on that day again. So they had their press conference today and decided that, yes, we're going to do it on the 31st. And then, in fact, I want you to listen. You know me as usual. I want to play for you. I don't just want to say, I like to play. Because I want you to hear, and I want you to listen to the tone. I want you to listen to the stumbling when they're speaking. I want you to look at the body language when they're speaking. Yeah? So let's first of all, let's listen to Dr. Wendy Crawford. Yeah, Dr. Wendy Crawford. And she is the chairperson of the Independence Celebrations Committee, I believe. Yeah, the Independence Celebration. I think she chairs that particular one. All right. So let me just pull up that for you because I want you to hear what she had to say. Yeah? I want you to hear what it is that she had to say in relation to the change that is taking place.
At a press conference held on September the 19th, it was officially declared that as of October 19th, 2023, this date will be designated a public holiday as National Heroes Day. The National Organizing Committee, entrusted with the responsibility to oversee the planning of a year-long calendar of events commemorating Grenada's 50 years as an independent nation, simultaneously announced our intention to utilize the newly designated Heroes Day as the launch event to commence the year-long celebration of Grenada's Golden Jubilee. We recognize the profound national and historical importance of both occasions, presenting a unique opportunity to initiate the calendar of events with a solemn moment for reflection, deep introspection, and prayers for our nation's well-being. Since this announcement, we have received from Grenadians both within the homeland and those residing abroad, many have expressed their heartfelt appreciation for the government's pivotal decision to establish October 19th as a national holiday, recognizing it as a remarkable milestone in our nation's history. However, notwithstanding this positive feedback, we have also carefully considered the concerns raised by members of our community concerning the decision to merge the Independence launch with the events of October the 19th. Some have voiced reservations about this twinning and respectfully requested a reconsideration of this approach. In response to these concerns, the National Organizing Committee convened with various members of the public to listen to their perspectives. We took their recommendations to the Prime Minister and his cabinet, who, in a demonstration of leadership, wisdom, and a commitment to fostering national unity, have agreed to separate the two events. Consequently, they have directed the NOC to reschedule the launch of the Independence Day activities to October the 31st, allowing the event planned for October the 19th to receive the national attention it rightly deserves. On behalf of the National Organizing Committee, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to the government for this responsiveness, or for their responsiveness and exercise of judicious judgment. Our sincere thanks also go out to all who reached out, particularly the family members of October 19 victims, for their objective and professional manner in presenting their case and expressing their views and concerns. The end result is a mature display of governance, reflecting a government that embraces a fundamental principle of democracy, providing a platform and opportunity for the public's voice to be heard, coupled with the responsiveness of a government to take appropriate action in resolving matters amicably. As we embark on the critical journey of forging national unity for all Grenadians, this decision underscores the commitment to our shared values and aspirations as a nation. Thank you.
So there it is, folks. You've heard from Dr. Wendy Grenard. No, not Wendy Grenard, sorry. Yeah, Wendy Grenard is the one that wrote the article. Dr. Wendy Crawford in relation to this issue. So you're telling me they didn't speak to the families before. They didn't take that opportunity. They didn't think it was important, if you're going to do something like that, that the people who lost their loved ones, who on a yearly basis have a function where they celebrate their lives but mourn the loss of their loved ones. You're telling me that you did not speak to them before. But after you make your announcement that you're going and have celebrations and so on that day, not even that, you still didn't even reach out to them, and they had to reach out to you to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. Emotional intelligence is missing. Emotional intelligence is lacking. These people, apparently they have no feelings. You tell me nobody on the committee couldn't say that that was a bad and a wrong day to do something like that? Nobody couldn't tell them, hey, that stupidness, don't do it on that day? Let's hear something here. Let's hear what Dr. Crawford had to say is the reasoning behind them changing the date. Yeah, let's hear what they had to say in relation to that part of it.
Now, give an explanation as why to the date, the change. From the time October 19 would have been announced earlier last month, a lot of comments on radio, Facebook, but the most recent piece by Dr. Wendy Grenard, what did it help in finalizing that decision, or at what point in time did the committee realize we have to make a change? What really caused that change and that new date?
As indicated, we have had feedback from the broad population of people. But we were particularly interested in the views of those who were directly affected by the events of October 19th. And I think meeting with the families of that was a decisive moment in taking into consideration the emotional and psychological aspect. Of course, Dr. Grenade's article was also very helpful in getting us to direct our attention to some issues which we did not pay much attention to when we particularly were focused on the historic importance of the 2 days, and it appealed to our that we need to pay attention to that issue also. So in addition to Dr. Grenade's article, and the family members, the other comments, and so we listened and paid attention to the views and opinions and ideas and suggestions of Grenadians in general who, were concerned about that. And we thought that it is important to be responsive to the cries and the requests and the suggestions, and that is the basis upon which. So it's not one person or one event, but a whole range of the comments taken together, and with our consideration as the objective of national unity and understanding and seeing the importance of October 19th having its historic significance to our country, and of course the independence, 50 years of independence, it also having its great significance. It was, I think, an easy call for the Prime Minister and his cabinet to make that decision.
And again, it comes back to a lack of empathy a lack of empathy, not even thinking how others feel about that activity. We doing it that day and it's that. And when they start to get the fight back now, then they decide that they're not going to do it on that day. So it's the lack of sympathy for the families, a lack of empathy, not trying to understand how does a family who lost their loved one on that day, how do they feel about that? How does that affect them as an individual? How has that affected them over all these years? Yeah? Next year, I believe, is going to be 40 years. How has that affected them over those 40 years? But instead of taking that into consideration, because you heard her, that when they started speaking to the families, is then they started taking things into consideration. So they were only focused on the political benefit. Remember what Dr. Mitchell said yesterday when questioned about this particular issue, Remember what he said at the ending of his presentation. He did say that he was of the opinion that there was probably some sort of political windfall that they were seeking to find from this. In fact, as I say, play instead of say, yeah? Yeah, let's play it. Right? We're going to play it and let Dr. Mitchell say it.
First of all, amazing. I think it's a very controversial decision. I think some people may be happy and some people will not be happy. First of all, I don't think it should be twinned with the independence celebration. I think they should be two separate events. And whatever the views, you can solicit people's views on the possibility of October 19. I do not necessarily think that initiative was necessarily a smart one. But I think it's something I believe the people should be much more involved. I think they should have listened to comments from people, because October 19 is a tough day for a lot of people in this country. Some people would be happy to have to revisit it. Some people are going to go through another set of trauma and difficulties, and I don't think the government is assessing the situation as well as they should. I would not have taken the initiative to do so at this time without a tremendous level of consultation throughout the length and breadth of the country, because I think might be raising up a lot of eyesores that can be very tough for a lot of people in this country. I see people break down and still crying about their loved ones that have been lost on that fateful day. I'm not sure that some of these people are necessarily would be very happy having to revisit this at this particular time. And that's up in the air, and I don't think it's necessarily the best thing. But the government has chosen this for whatever reason. What I will wait to see what marriage they're coming with independence and October 19th. That would be the most interesting one, because I have my fears that it's intended to make this a political event, to score some cheap political points, which they believe that based on their own understanding of where the mood of the country is. But I'm not sure that they're reading this country well. So let's see what happens going forward.
So you've heard Dr. Mitchell giving his views yesterday. Today they've had their press conference, and basically all the advice that he was given yesterday is what they've taken. I think we've got a caller online. I'll open the phone lines. Hello, good night.
Hey there.
Rastafari.
You had a good day today?
Of course, yes.
Listen, this day, it shouldn't be a national holiday for me, because I was on the fourth and I missed it by a fingernail. Listen, I was on the fourth. I love Morris. I've never been in rallies and stuff like that in those days, but I love Morris Bishop because of his articulation and how he speaks and stuff like that. And I went up there, and I maybe about after one there, going down the road there, I was sitting in front. I was standing right in front of the really police station is right there, and just about after 1 minute, maybe minute or two, I saw the people running, and I didn't know what they were running for, so I didn't run. Then I saw an explosion, and I see darkness, so I start running, and when I running, something hit me on my right on the side of my knee. So I thought it was a bullet because I heard they say they have poisonous bullets and stuff like that. So I got frightened. So I fell on the ground. And as I fell on the ground, everybody trying to run trip. So they falling on top of little me now. So I couldn't breathe at one time until I get some air, and all I could see was bullet holes. And the rest of them was somewhere inside it. So I should bullet holes was just going through there and stuff like that. So in the heat of the battle, I dragged on my foot, and I happened to hold on to a piece of the rudder, and that the gate was made of at the time. And I passed out in the hole that it made, and when I went and I jumped down with my foot injured, I could have only jumped on one foot because my foot was hurting. And I jumped up the piece of water to overlooking the post office there. And when I reached up to jump down, two ladies hold me and they say, "Oh God, mister, you can't let us dead today." When I look at the two people, although I got injured, I had to come back down and help them, push them up. And so then before I jumped, I saw a school child in her uniform at this conference, blue and white and the striped tie. When she jumped, when she jumped, the skirt make a spread, and a branch, because you had some trees there, a branch hook it, and she fall right on she, and I could hear the thing crack. Something cracked. I can't tell you if she died, but something cracked. And I couldn't help her because people was dying and I was trying to run. So every time this thing come up, I remember how close I was to get killed on the fort. So it's a national holiday for some of them because they're heartless. You know, they don't care who died. They don't care who hurt. Up to now, people can't give people a comfort for the children, as well the children is fowl and dogs and pigs on the street, and even those animals here, they intend waiting to be slaughtered to make money. So they're important to the people. But these people who died was not important to them. It's like their life is important. They could be in government and all. But at the end of the day, the people who died was nobody. The people, they didn't born like somebody else. It's because these people are have no love for nobody. They're heartless. These people are who, I don't care who they are. All of them is a set of heartless people. And most of them will say they are Christians. Yes? But at the end of the day, they don't have no love for human beings. So it's a sad reality that I have to face this national holiday of October 19th. Because every year when that come about, I remember how close I was to get killed. But I usually use it as information to the people who I drive from time to time, let them know what took place in Grenada and stuff like that. But it's a sad reality for me when I hear this coming as a national holiday. Anyway, have a good night.
Thank you so very much, caller. Yeah, you realize I need to interrupt when people talking on them thing there. Just let them talk. Yeah, nice. Because I wasn't wrong. I wasn't there. I was alive, but I wasn't there. All right. But you never know. There could be people who are now on the independence committee that was there, because I hear things. It could have people that have their own reason on the independence committee. There can be people there who have their own reason why they wanted to kind of cast that shadow over October 19th. There may very well be people on the independence committee who was there for all the events. And I'm not talking just about the part that the individual that called just spoke about. I'm talking about the last part as well. There may be people on the independence committee who were around when all of those events were taking place. So they may, I don't know, they may have their reason why they want to overshadow the event. But again, common sense has prevailed. In this instance, the voice of the people has been heard, and therefore they had no choice, because people with emotional intelligence, people with empathy and sympathy and who care about people were able to speak to them and get them to come to the point of where they understood that you can't do that on that day. Any Grenadian, any part of the world who was alive at that point in time, who were anywhere near the tongue of St. George during that period of time, would tell you that that is not the day to do anything. In fact, let's go back to the phone line. I think someone is trying to call on the WhatsApp. I have two other issues I want to raise tonight. So we're going to go on this one, but we have two other issues that I want to raise tonight. We've got a caller. Good night.
Good night, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm quite fine. You're alive. Go right ahead.
Right now, is a big fire in Demon area. We need the fire truck in St. David's. Right now, big fire, somebody house burning now. We need the fire truck. St. David's fire truck. You have a fire station and no fire truck. What's going on with this government?
Well, it was ordered under the last government. I have no idea why it's not here now. I know they're saying one was coming and they're sending it up Carriacou or something. So I don't know. But I know that one was ordered under the last administration for St. David specifically.
One fire in Demon right now, and fire truck had to come out from Grenville and Tonga. I have a fire station, so I don't know what's going on with this Prime Minister and what's going on for St. David's people.
Well, Honorable Oliver Joseph ensured that there is the fire station now they have the space for the fire truck, well built, nice, but empty.
Empty right now, and there's a big fire going on in Demon area in Latin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but get some more information. If there's any way that we might be able to assist the families and so on, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do how much, It's look at $5 and $10 and thing we just have. But whatever we could do, we will do. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, my friend. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, and I think we have oh boy, I missed it. Yeah, well, they'll call back. I think we have another caller calling there. Let me just get that WhatsApp caller on. Yeah, I think that's a lack of emotional intelligence and a lack of emotion and intelligence too. We've got a caller online. Good night. Hello.
Good night, sir.
Hi, good night, sir. How are you?
I'm blessed, and I hope you're having a wonderful night. Because I always learn things, and always try to be brief.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Thank you. Thank Dr. Mitchell. Thank Peggy Nesfield and her group. Thank Mr. Gill. Thank
Dr. Wendy Grenard.
Gentleman. The gentleman who has the show, that the same lady who is president or chairman of the Kellen Bob, Mr. Bob, I have to thank him.
Mr. Bob. Dr. Bob, yeah.
Dr. Bob, Peggy Nesfield, you, Dr. Mitchell, Mr. Gill, because had you all not addressed that in such a profound way, that change would not have come. I saw on Dr. Bob's program, the same lady was laughing and smiling and defending October 19th to the depths of her heart. And now I heard they change it. It's because the people of Grenada, you, Dr. Mitchell, Peggy Nesfield, Mr. Gill, and the people of Grenada, they had no heart. I know of young people who died on that fateful day. And they tried to bring this political thing to us. And they're spreading it around, not only in Grenada. They're traveling, they're bringing people in, they're spending Grenadians' money to celebrate. So thank you, sir, and everybody who defended us. And have a blessed night, sir.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm saying that it seems as though this bunch has, yes, a bunch, like a bunch of it. This bunch has a lack of EQ and IQ. Yeah, emotional intelligence, yeah, like, EQ, the emotional quotient, yeah, quota, you're right. Yeah, they didn't have that. And IQ, because it would have taken some crazy people who really don't understand Grenadians to think of doing something like what they intended to do. So let's just get it clear. October 19th remains a holiday, but they have now decided that they're going and light candle on the carnage and them kind of thing. Yeah, candle again. They're going back with this lighting candle thing. So they say they're going and light candle on the carnage. They go tell all what they're doing and thing. I ain't advertising for them. But they say they're going and do this and they're going and do that and different things. Yeah, it looked like a last minute. They just rushed to say, well, we go, yeah, let me just say candle does work. We does always light candle. We just get people, and it does look nice on TV, so we could say we light candle for them. Yeah. I wonder if they've discussed with the October 19th Martyrs Foundation, if they've discussed with that group what activities should take place on the 19th. I wonder if they have sat and seriously discussed with the families what that whole day should encompass. What does that day mean to the families that have lost their loved ones? What does that day mean to the individuals, the families that have lost opportunities that the revolution had provided for them? Have they spoken to these people? Are they interested in what these people have to say? Because it seems as though they just decide to go in and talk to people and then coming and talking about cabinet and trying to make a political statement. That tends to make me believe that what Dr. Mitchell was saying, he's absolutely correct in it. We've got a caller. Good night. Hello. Good night, caller. Hi. You're live.
How are you?
I'm fine, but I'm barely hearing you. It seems as though there's you're not very loud.
Okay, are you hearing me clear now?
Okay, I tried to push it up a bit. Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah. Hello? Okay, lost that caller, yeah. Something was wrong on that call, yeah, for some reason. So let me try another call here. It's coming in on the WhatsApp. Let me see. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr.
Hi,
Scott.
good night, sir.
Yes, man. Well, some people might wonder why I put up that comments on my thing tonight, but I realize we're making things happen, man.
Well, I didn't see the commenter, so I can't comment on the comment.
Oh. Yeah, well, a lot of people call back and tell me they like the comments, but that was just based on what I heard Dr. Mitchell said yesterday. And when they come back today and see what they see, you can see that the man making things happen, man. Nothing power, he making things happen. Yeah. At least they're listening to him.
Well, no, one of the ministers has said that he listens religiously on a nightly basis, so yeah. Yeah, so okay, my friend, I'll look for the comment.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. All right. Yes, indeed, folks. Yeah. Dallas, Texas, good night. Yeah, you know what? Let me hold on the calls for a little while. Because I want to raise two issues, and I'm going to raise them back to back. It's 8:47. Let me see if we could get through these issues, so I'll take your calls on all three. What has happened with October 19th? Now, yes, they've decided that they're going to go to the 31st, I think they said, with the launch of the 50th independence anniversary and so on. Okay, I think this is the caller that was trying to call earlier. Let me give them the opportunity first, and then I'll go into the other two issues, because, before we turn twice time done. Caller, good night. Yes, sir.
Hello, good night. How are you?
I'm fine. You go right ahead.
Yeah, Sheldon. I'm enjoying your program tonight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying the program. What I really got to say within 19th and the 25th, Sheldon, I think that the 25th should be a holiday instead of the 19th. The reason for saying that is because, you see, people don't understand. I listen to all programs on other stations, right? And we got to take things into consideration sometimes. The reason why I say the 25th is because after the 19th of October, we all was in bondage, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We all was in bondage because remember the general, Mr. Austin, declared, anyone put their head outside, shoot on sight. So from the 19th, go back under bondage until when the American came to rescue us. Which I think, the 25th, I think, should have been the holiday instead of the 19th. I don't know if
No,
both
but
of
don't,
them will
my
be.
friend, don't get it mixed up though. They have both days as holidays now, huh? So the 19th is a
Okay,
holiday and the 25th is a holiday as well. As far as we've been hearing, I don't know if a decision has been taken to change that, but both the 19th and the 25th. So a holiday has been added, but one has not been removed.
Yeah, because you see, we are honest, and Shalon, there's lots of people who lost their life on the 4th. To be honest with you, there's lots of people who lost their life. And remember, June 19, bomb blast, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think within 1981 or 1982, the Stanislaus brothers from, I think they was from Sattels, I think it was 3 of them. They was executed somewhere in Shantimel close to Abuja. I don't know if you ever heard about that.
Yes, I have heard about it, yes.
You have heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I consider, if I got to recommend any one of them, I will recommend the 25th. Because from the 19th we was on a bondage.
But you see that the argument there is that it's already a holiday. So they haven't removed a holiday, they've just added one. They're saying now that the 19th, they're saying that the 19th now is a day that people can stay in reverence. And I'm saying that I believe that holiday, the entire concept around it, you have the Grenada Martyrs Foundation, the October 19 Martyrs Foundation. Year in, year out, for how many years, that group has been doing their get-together on the 4th on that day. Regardless of what is taking place. Even during COVID time, I think they still did it, but they scaled it down. But I'm saying, if you're doing a holiday on that day, that's the first set of people I would engage, because there are members of the families who lost loved ones there, and other people who were on the 4th at that point in time and so on, who involved there. So I would have spoken to them. I would have said to them, guide us on what that day should really be. You know, because they've been doing this for many years. But it seems as though they now realize that these people there, and they're going to talk to them.
I clearly understand. But the next thing, Sherlan, and a lot of Grenadians don't know, Grenada is the only English-speaking Caribbean country who fight against the big mighty America. Only English-speaking Caribbean country in the Caribbean. Sherlan, you have a blessed night.
All right, my brother. Thank you. All right, it's 8:52. I think I'm going to get into the issues before I take any more calls, right? So you all please abide with me. I am not going to take any more calls for a little while I deal with some issues here. The first one I want to deal with, both of them actually are sort of Carriacou and Petit Martinique based. Yesterday, I did speak of the fact that in Petit Martinique, not no rumor, not no old talk, the fact that the dentist has not been to Petit Martinique for an extended period of time, and that there are elderly people in Petit Martinique who are no longer capable of leaving their homes, who have made their contributions to this country, who are no longer capable of leaving their homes, going down to Carriacou to get their dental work done. Whether it's an extraction or a filling or whatever needs to be done, they are no longer mobile. So they can't leave Petit Martinique to go down. So usually what would happen is ever so often you would have a dentist that goes up to Petit Martinique to ensure that these people and others are taken care of. You're boasting about dental chair and all kind of things. So you have a dental chair and no dentist? You understand the thinking here? That's why I say they have no emotional intelligence. Yet they don't think of how others feel. That's why Mr. Telesford and his administration could think that it's okay to take back houses from people that were given homes, and then use some kind of cockamamie story to say that that is the reason we take back the homes from you. But we get into that in a little while. But they lack emotional intelligence. They lack care and concern for people, for human beings. Like the only human beings that this administration care about is themselves. Some of them don't even care about family members. They care about themselves. That they get to jump a plane and go. That their salary coming in lap and cut every fortnight, every bi-monthly. So they're getting the salary. Yeah? They get to drive around and dress nice and be called minister and police salute you and all that kind of thing. People know me, that thing never put me out. Yeah? So these people lack emotional intelligence. They just don't care. They don't care. Because you see a situation, for instance, if you're talking about healthcare in Carriacou, Leicester Health Center need cleaning. Let me tell you, Mr. MP, Mr. Tevin Andrews, in case you're listening, and if you're not listening, I know you have other members of cabinet who are listening. Leicester Health Center need cleaning. It has not been cleaned for the week. I have relatives in Leicester. They have to use that health center. So you want it to end up like the youth center where you have rodents and bugs? You want it to end up like the St. David's Catholic Secondary School where they have to close the school for 2 days now to go and get rid of rodents and stuff inside there because they have a pest infestation in the St. David's Catholic Secondary School that they have to close it for Thursday and Friday, tomorrow and Friday, to try and get rid of the pests over the next few days, probably over the weekend as well. I don't know if they're using A1 pest control. I don't know if they call my partner Devon. But they're trying to get rid of the pests in the St. David's Secondary School now. I don't know, since this government come, they're like a pestilence on the people and you only have a set of pests all over the place. So if it's not the youth center, it's St. David's School. You have the Leicester Health Center. Oh gosh, let's send somebody and clean the place. The place dirty. And listen, you still have COVID as a concern. And when people are feeling ill, where are they going? To the same health center. If it's not being cleaned, you are exposing other users of the facility to COVID and other diseases that they may be carrying when they go there. Because when you're sick, you head to the nearest health facility. So if somebody have COVID in Leicester or surrounding areas and they go to that health facility, what is happening to that individual? What's really and truly, what is taking place with that individual? Mount Pleasant, when people go there sometimes, no nurse, all the meeting is the caretaker. Tell me a lie. That when people go to Mount Pleasant in Carriacou and they go to the health center, sometimes all the meeting is the caretaker. When people are going, and let me pull this one up for you. No, I like to say things and I like to show it one time. Let me show you the sign that we got this morning. Yeah, when people went to Princess Alice this morning, that is sign that they're seeing. Oh dear, let me just make sure I get my video up and running here. Yeah. When they go to Princess Alice this morning, this is what they're greeted with. Yeah, so they go to Princess Alice. Only accidents and emergencies will be seen as we are currently severely short-staffed. Thank you for your understanding. That is not in Carriacou, that is up in St. Andrew. But we're talking health here, so when we're talking, we're talking. So only accidents, and this is at the accident and emergency, yeah? So if you're feeling bad, don't go. Yeah? If you find your chest hurting you and them kind of, don't go because if they might tell you it's not an emergency. So only accidents. If you're involved in an accident and you're bleeding out or something, then you go there. Right? So only accidents and emergencies will be seen as we are currently severely short-staffed. Thank you for your understanding. The same people are talking about they're going to improve healthcare in Grenada. They have a minister who has been there making all sorts of statements about they have medication and what medication you have? And you still have people having to leave the countryside, come to town, and then come to the hospital and being told, go to the pharmacy and buy medication and bring back for their sick relatives up there. But you pay the pharmaceutical fund, didn't it? And we lap and cut when it comes to medication right now. Lie, and more lie. Yeah? That's the situation we find when they let me see, today in St. David. St. David, today, yeah? You had them taking their protest action, the nurses, protest action, because I realized they're wearing their the Public Workers Union. Mr. Grimes, I ain't find I see a live on that or hear anything on that one. What going on with them nurses and them now? Yeah? So we see them there with their nurses' mental health matters too. Yes, they want somebody with sympathy and empathy for the situation that they're going through. Yeah? They want somebody with sympathy and empathy who understands what they are going through, how they're going through it, and to actually care about what they're going through. And then to try and do something about it. So St. David's today, they have on the red armband, the ribbon, the red ribbon. They have on their shirt. Yeah? The healthcare workers up there in St. David. This was sent to me and they said it's St. David today. I was hearing earlier in the day that there was some protest action taking place in St. David. Yeah? That is what people are going through. When you have people in the healthcare system, you have doctors who have not been paid for 2 months and some for 3 months. Doctors, the people that you have to go up there and have to see about you, have not been paid. In some instances for 2 months and 3 months, they have not been paid. When you have nurses that have not been paid, and they're telling them some glitch in the system, some people actually calling me, asking me who to talk to because, look, they haven't gotten their salary for the last 3 months. How this person, you expect this person to come to work? And if they don't come to work, then you're going to write them up. Yeah? If they don't go to work, you all are going to write them up. But you all not paying them. How these people going to be eating? A hungry man is an angry man. How they going to be eating? Yeah? How these people are going to be paying transportation? They've got families. They've got utilities to pay. They may even have rent to pay. How are they going to handle that when you're not paying them? And the worst part of this is if they have any arrangements with a bank or a credit union or so on, because they are not being paid, they can't make their payments on a timely manner, they will be written to or called by that financial institution, and then, remember, they're going to have to pay penalties for the late payment. Government taking up that on behalf of them? Mr. Grimes, I ain't fine, I hear you. Government going to be taking up that on behalf of these people? So, and some of us, we go to the health facilities, and yes, I am not saying that there are not some who are naturally, they're just not fit to be healthcare workers. They're just not fit. They don't have the aptitude or the attitude. Yeah? They're just there and they just sour all the time. But you meet a nurse every now and again and they're like, I tell you last night, it's like they just walk out of heaven, they're an angel. And they might meet the same nurse next week and have a bad experience with them. Because what do you expect if the people not being paid? What do you expect if they're getting ready to go home to their families and being told we understaffed if you could hold on for another few hours? And remember, they don't ain't getting paid. So I try to understand it, not only from the aspect of the person that's there in pain and expects to be treated a particular way. There's an expectation by all of us that when we go to the health facilities, that we are treated in a particular way. They will be firm. They will be stern. But they will take care of us. We expect that. But we reach there sometime and we get some kind of treatment and then we call the radio and we call and we say, boy, nurse so-and-so, that one is a hog and this one is a this and that one is a that. But you have to try to understand from the nurse perspective too, sometimes what they are going through on a daily basis. We are all human beings and we are all emotional beings as well. And different factors affect us in different ways. And no matter how professional you are, the day will come when that professional screen around you cracks. And a little bit of the wrong side of you come out. So if they are to work in situations like these, you'd understand why these things are happening, why they operate like that sometimes. And these are the same people that are talking about healthcare and we go fix healthcare. I've heard some stories of people that actually died. I have some stories that people that lose children, pregnant women. I just decided to come on the program and talk about them. I ain't ready yet. Because some of them, it affect me emotionally. It affected me emotionally. Till tears came to my eye when I hear some of these stories. So I couldn't even come to start to talk about some of them, because to start to talk about some of them, it does make me feel different, and I ain't even sure I could finish the program if I start to talk on some of those stories that I hear on a weekly basis of what is taking place within the healthcare system right now. Yeah? Those are the things that we hear taking place. Again, this government has no emotional intelligence. They just don't care. They don't care. You see situations. Let me just pull something up here, because I want you all to see something here. And this one is off healthcare, right? This letter has been given to some of the people in Carriacou who received houses under the new National Party. The government of the day sent this letter to the people, basically telling them they have no house to get again. Yeah? So for those of you that are listening via the radio, let me read it out for you. Right? September 26, 2023. Right? So I tell you, that's just last week, right? Units at Dumfries. Please be advised that our letter to you dated May the 20th, 2022, in relation to the matter at caption, is hereby recalled due to an administrative procedural error. Your application did not go through the select committee vetting process, which all applications must go through. Therefore, your application was re-entered into the general application pool for Carriacou. Unfortunately, at the end of the vetting process, your application was not successful. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. I won't expose the name. I'm going to leave that up for a while. I'm not going to expose the name of this individual. I'm not going to expose the name of other individuals that have sent me their letters today as well, that they received from the Housing Authority of Grenada for the houses that they were handed the documents for and told, go and sort out your water and your light, organize your utilities, start to get your couch and your washing machine and your stuff together. And Carriacou people are people that just take care of their own. So there are relatives that already had the container coming down and the packet coming down with the washing machine and the different things to help their relative to put them into those homes. And now these people are being denied the homes that they were given by the last administration. But I say to them, follow the advice of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, who was the Prime Minister at the point in time that you were given those houses. Sue them. Take the government to court. You were given a home. If there's an error, let the housing authority sort themselves out. They can't pressure you. They can't come and put the pain on you. You know how much people crying when they get this letter? And not just them, the relatives too, who are thinking, well, oh gosh, he get through or she get through. I'm so glad for them. They really deserve it. They really need it. Yeah? To see those situations. Some of these are people with children. And this is the letter. No wonder the manager of the housing authority resigned. Because if I was the manager, there was no way you was getting me to sign that. I had to resign. I wasn't doing it. I could not be a human being with emotional intelligence. I could not be a human being that care about people and consider the emotions of others and do something like that. So Ronnie, I understand why you resigned. You couldn't sign that letter. That is why they had to get the acting manager to sign it. They have belly, they could sign it. With me, you have to fire me. God go provide. I wasn't signing it. I was having nothing to do. If the minister want to go and sign it, he could have taken his wicked self and go and sign it. I wasn't signing it. because there's nothing else than wicked. Because the people received the homes under the New National Party and no other reason is why they have been denied those homes. All you're wicked. This is what all you're doing to poor people in this country. All you already take 150 from one category of them. All you already take 150 and under who ministry again? The same member of parliament for St. George Southeast. All you already take 150 from poor people. All you come back now, all you take the houses from the people in Carriacou. All you still come back and put a system in place that basically bars the majority of people who ought to have been receiving the houses on mainland Grenada from receiving it. All you wicked. All you can't see God's face. Seriously. All you have to go down in sackcloth and ashes and apologize. No amount of lighting candle go and save all you. All you wicked. How could you do this to people? The people had their letter in hand. In hand. Now they have to hear, please be advised that our letter to you dated May the 20th, 2022. In relation to the matter at caption is hereby recalled due to an administrative procedural error. Administrative procedural error. In other words, the person who got the letter did not do anything wrong. They applied according to the Housing Authority of Grenada, the government of Grenada. They were accepted. They were given a home. It was due to an administrative procedural error. And as far as I'm concerned, they lie on that. It had no administrative procedural error. Your application did not go through the select committee vetting process. I'll find out who are the members of the selection committee and get them to embarrass all you know. Seriously? This is high-class wickedness. There's no other way to describe it. Unfortunately, at the end of the vetting process, your application was not successful. Or you could tell me, all you like human beings? Some of you even like fowl. All you can't like human beings. You can't like, all you even like dog. Them dog and them suffering up in the place there. But you come in and talk about all you like people. Like who? All you like all yourself. Every single move that is being done by this administration is the poor man that had to feel it. I'm so sorry I can't play a little Peter Tosh and thing here because it go kind of throw my program here. They go cut my program. Facebook and them YouTube bad for them thing. But if I were to do that, that is what would happen. Yeah? But the poor man feel it. It's the poor man. So when they take 150, it's for the most vulnerable among us that they take the 150 from. They didn't take it from people in the upper class or the middle upper class or the upper class. They didn't take it from them. They didn't put nothing in place to take anything from them. But they're putting everything in place to give to them. Their friends, the people who support them, the people who pay for the campaign. They are making sure that they fatten their pocket and their friends' pocket. But take $150 from a 70-something-year-old person. Take some people off the list totally. People who have mental issues, physical issues, take them off the seed list and don't even try to say that people ain't come off the seed list because I have names and locations. And I pretty well might just jump a bus and go and do interviews. So don't even try to say that those people don't exist. Well, let's try that with Skeeter the last time she embarrassed all you. All you just wicked. So whether it's taking the money from these people or just don't care what happens to a person when they go to the hospital. So your minister feels comfortable to come out and lie and say that, yes, there's medication there. You, Mr. Teleswell, you're listening? You felt comfortable that there is maybe 6 medication, all kind of thing. You lie. I know for a fact that you lie. And the condition still exists because you're all not interested in fixing it. If you were interested in fixing it, there would have been some improvement. You may not have gotten to 100%, but you may have at least increased by a 30% or a 40%. But instead of getting better, the situation when it comes to healthcare getting worse. And all they care Because, again, all you could jump and bye-bye, all you take care of all you have to take care because you have a connection. Everybody pocket fat right now. Who minister building road to their house and all kind of thing when other roads in the constituency, busmen going down and bus tire, all kind of nonsense. But the minister make sure, and run, minister make sure he build the road to his house though. Nice road, cut thing, yeah, watch. According to a partner of mine, go and put asphalt on it now. Put asphalt on it now, yeah. Fix it up nice, man. Because believe me, it's 1 thumb you gain. 1 thumb. Eat it and drink it well. 1 thumb you gain. I know I did not tell you the second part because you're already eating and drinking it well. Because you all just don't care. So when Dr. Mitchell is speaking and he's saying, listen, what you all are doing to these people is wrong. He was the one that went to China. He was the one that went and organized these houses for the people of Grenada after Hurricane Ivan leveled the place. Himself and Elvin Nimrod, they were the people that went there, God bless his soul, and came back with the houses for the people of Grenada. The last NDC tried to give it up, we get it back. Now for it to share out for the people that really need it, you make it unreachable to these people. So the people that get a letter, they say, me, I try a bank here, the bank tell me no, I try the credit union tell me no. And then you give them 15 days, roughly 15 days, maybe let's say 21 days. Yeah, because from when the letter is printed. But you give them that period of time and they say, oh, you have to get the loan by that point in time. My friends, if you join a credit union now, you have to wait 3 months before you could get a loan. If they have not been attached to any financial institution, that institution would want to see some sort of savings, some sort of pattern of savings, or some sort of financial management before they give a loan. What about the people who may have been selected by the committee that the chairman and the board don't even know who the members are? You lie, Mr. Hugh Thomas, you lie. But who you don't even know. So these people who are selected, what about some of those who were selected, are given the opportunity, but they already have a loan in the bank or they already have a loan in the credit union, and the bank or the credit union will not give them a loan that exceeds a certain amount of their salary. Is it 40% of the salary or so? That would not exceed a certain volume of your salary in repayments. When they consider things like your utilities and your other payments that you have to do. What about those people? So they just had to come back and say, listen, I ain't interested. I can't make it. Come on, man. We've got a caller online. Good night.
Hi, good night.
Good night, my dear.
I think I can faintly remember years ago when lands were being sold to people in Carriacou, and when the NDC came into office, they took back the lands or some kind of something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely correct. The lands were given. That was prior to the 2008 election, so it was in 2007,
that's right.
2008. When the election occurred, Mr. George Prime was the Minister of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs at the point in time. And they took back the lands from the people in Carriacou. So Carriacou people didn't learn from NDC.
Well, they didn't. That's why I had to agree with Ms. Kami. It's good for them. Sorry for having to say that, but it's good for them.
But it's my people. I could never say it good for them because it's my people and I love each and every one of them. All right, my dear.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah. I could never say it good for them. It's my people. I know Kami go say, well, they should, I know. But yes, it did happen. That lands were given to people in various parts of Carriacou by the government. And when the NDC administration come in, they take it back. So there's a pattern. There's not the first time this kind of thing taking place in Carriacou. Carriacou people, all you know now, which political party will take care of all you. Don't ever make the mistake again. All your brother Cox up there, take care of him, lift him up. Lift him up. Because right now, all you don't know who running the island. All you don't know if it's the MP or the PS. All you don't know which one of them running the constituency. You don't know if it's the PS. You don't know if it's the MP. All you just wicked. All you wicked. No human being with good conscience could do that. I understand why the manager resigned now. We've got a call online. Good night.
Yeah, Mr. Scott, good night.
Good night, sir.
I just want to say something concerning this October 19th.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if the people of Germany does celebrate holiday for Hitler or Joe Stalin. If the people of Russia does the people of China from Mao Zedong, all the atrocities and all the wickedness they did over the years. If these people celebrate them, I want to know, why are we celebrating Bishop 19? Bishop did so much wrong things to Grenada. I believe some people point at the airport and the scholarships that he gave. But what I'm saying, other countries build airports without all this bloodshed. Other people send their students to night school and universities without all this bloodshed. We didn't have to have this bloodshed in Grenada in order to achieve what we achieved. But it's a mindset you see going on with these people. I don't know why they're trying to dilute the progress that we made under Gary and trying to put it on Bishop. If I wouldn't be surprised to hear one day under this government that Bishop that brought independence to Grenada, I won't be surprised. I believe one of these days they will say that they're mad enough to say this thing. The next point I want to make concerning this housing, what Mr. Telesford and certain people and the media doesn't understand. A guy who hustling, he goes in the garden probably in the morning, he does the chores here and there. He maybe could make up at $300, but he would not be qualified to get a loan in the bank. So these people is automatically disqualified, and these are the people who need the housing. I don't understand why Mr. Telesford cannot understand that. Or the government, this NDC government doesn't understand that. These people would not be qualified. The bank would not qualify you except you have a job somewhere. And an employer could write and say, well, yes, you're working with me, and how much years. But there are people who need the housing, and they're doing hustle work then, right? And they need the house. They are disqualified immediately with Mr. Telesford plan and with this government plan. But he come with some fancy thing. Oh, you're getting a 1 unit for $50,000 and a 2 unit for $75,000. Who would qualify for that? Bring the money up front. Man, these guys have to be crazy. Thank you very much.
All right, my brother. And you see, the thing is, to them now, they get to the stage in life where 50, oh dear, sorry about that, who was trying to call me on the landline. You know the usual mistake I make, yeah. $50,000 seems to be nothing to them. Yeah? $70-something thousand seems to be nothing to them. So to them, it's nothing. So when they hear that, okay, we're going to give these apartments at that, in their mind, well, they could handle it. So that means that everybody's supposed to be able to handle it too. No. Everybody can't handle it. And listen, someone just messaged me there and they made a valid point. And that is something I forgot. When it comes to the credit unions too, the credit unions have their credit committee, their loan committee, and they meet once a month. Yeah? So you have to get the interview. You have to be able to get the interview to make your application. Then you have to wait, whether it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, or until next month when that committee meets before you are able to purchase. We've got a call online. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good night.
Good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Green man is here.
All right, Green man.
What's up?
I'm good, man, but your phone is giving me a kind of little tingy
okay.
There. But go ahead.
Well, I want to say the credit union, when you go in and you go in and join the bank, is 6 months, eh? 6 months. And the point I want to make here now, why Grenada have to go through this kind of conflict and drama? Whenever other party come in, we have separation with the revolution, we have separation with the first NDC, we have separation with the second NDC, and that one is the worst. Why we have to go through all that? We really seen who love Grenada and who don't love Grenada. These people don't love the country, especially the so-called pastors and them don't love Grenada. You seen the figure of them, you seen the real true people who don't love Grenada. And up to today, you don't hear none of them talking. But if Dr. Michel do something, you hear all of them talk. So you see in this true picture where these people don't care about Grenada, you know. They care about themselves. Maybe they get a little money on the side. Why Grenada had to go through all that? And Grenada is a Christian country. Why we have to go through that? You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, man. I mean, that is really ridiculous, man, to do. These poor people are work hard in their time and have to see trouble time and time again. Oh, my God, man. They don't have a hat. And, you know, the poor people will make them catch the tail because they don't know what to do. Because they are on their back. And when they think they will be there, he has something coming for them. Something coming for them. Well, that's all. Take care.
All right, my
Have
brother.
a good night. All right. Bye-bye.
People in Carriacou, I hope that you all have learned your lesson. I hope that the lesson has been firmly implanted in your minds. You all see what is happening on the island. Don't let Tweedledee and Tweedledum that has gone radio over there on a Thursday tie you all up, you know. They bread butter already. They could toast it and all. So they don't care about nobody. All they care about is being in office. They don't care about actually getting things done for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So don't let Tweedledee and Tweedledum come and tie all you up. Yeah? Carriacou people. All you know what all you have to do. All you know what all you have to do the next time around. Who is running Carriacou right now? The PS or the minister? Who is really the person there that's sending people who was sports coach and all kind of thing to go and pick fruits? Sending them to go and pick fruits. Demoting them. Firing who they want to fire and so on. When the ministry and the union say they want to meet with them, just decide I'm too busy. I'm not going to lower myself to go and have meetings with them and that kind of thing. Carriacou people, who are the security contract and them in Carriacou right now for those health facilities? Who are the security contract? Who they related to? All you feel I don't know what's going on in Carriacou, not because I know on Sister Isles, you know, I know exactly what is going on in Carriacou. Because this government does not care about you. They care about themselves. They could vex with me. They could cuss me. They could say what they want. They could do what they want. At the end of the day, the truth is the truth and the facts are the facts. Can't change that. They're wicked. It's always the poor people that are being targeted and all these things. It's the poor people that they're targeting. And then they go do a little something to say, oh, we like poor people, look what we're doing for people. And so the vulnerable among us, look what we're doing and all kind of thing. Christmas coming, you'll see they run, they get hamper and thing and they come because they have their friends that go provide the money for them for the hampers. Hey, I could call names, but I'll go hush for now. They will get the hampers and thing. And they go in and they handing out hampers and all kind of thing. Yeah? They'll go and they hand out to this one, that one, thing. Quick. Christmas come in, they go do it. Look out for it. They come in to try and show like if they care. But they hand out hampers last year and then come January to take 150 from the same people that they hand out the hampers to. So they hand them a hamper for just a month, a few weeks. But they take out 150 that was essential for these people. Some of these people end up off the list totally. Yeah? All of the things that were being used to help people survive and to be around at a particular level, they took it away from them. And just clear the phone line. Folks, the overseas line is not working. The technicians will be in tomorrow to sort out that line and to sort out the one or two audio issues that we are having from time to time. The technicians will be in tomorrow to sort out those issues. Once and for all. They go tell me if I had to take the board and fling it, yeah, or if I had to keep the board, what I had to do, that kind of thing, right? Nice. We have a caller online. Good night.
Shalom, good night, man.
Good night.
Man, it's time for we to take to the street and get this government, let this government send a resounding message to this government, man. This government just advantaging Grenada, advantaging the poor people. You take the 150 from them. Now you come back, you take back the house. Now you're doing all sorts of wrong things. And every time this government have to do some wicked atrocity to the Grenadian people, Mr. Prime Minister jump in plane like small bus and go. Every time he doing that, man, Grenadians watch. It's time for we to stand up and send a resounding no to this government and tell them they have to go. We cannot take it no longer. This government only doing a set of wickedness to the poor people in Grenada. All you don't have a conscience. What all you say, all you symbol is the heart? Nah, man, that's stone. They're not hard, boy. Boy, you can get out of the Grenada with you and your bunch of people. Go. We don't need you. Right? The Grenadian people are suffering. Time for you to go. Thank you, sir.
All right, my brother. Grenadians, all you know all you have to do, you know. Next time around, let me play a little something for you. Next time around,
NBC can come back at all. Not one seat for them. We want progress and no more scandal. Not one seat for them. Yeah, what I tell all you. When you vote in election day, let the progress continue.
All right, so all you know what to do when election day come, eh? Nice, right. 440-7377, that's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. That's 440-7377. For those of you overseas who would like to contribute to the program tonight, the overseas line is not working, so you can call us on 1473-440-7377, but you can call us on WhatsApp. So I know nearly everyone has WhatsApp. You can call us on WhatsApp. If you're overseas and you usually use the overseas line, instead of using the overseas line, call us on the landline, but call us on WhatsApp. But if you're outside of Grenada, you would have to put the 1473 before that number. The same way as you save it if you're going and make a call anyway. And you just call us on the WhatsApp instead. So we're going to use the WhatsApp as the backup tonight for the overseas line, right? Until we get that sorted out tomorrow. 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get on to the inside. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you have to get the loans out of these lending institutions, how could you give the people a 2-week window? You don't want to give them. Some of these people, they give them. So to be able to say, hey, or let's say we don't get no NPI, or we give them, you know, but they say they don't want it. So they give them, I bet you after a while they come and they say that 2-week period, we're going to extend it. We're going to give the person a month to find the money and that kind of thing. It's not like the apartment getting up and go after two weeks, you know. So I don't understand again, it's wickedness. Because who they want to really give the apartment to? They want the excuse to give the apartments to those people. They want the excuse. So when you can't go and you can't take it, they go say, well, okay, that person, we offer them, you know, we offer them. They went in the bank and they come back and they say they don't want it. Yeah? And what about these people? Are they going to go to the bank and not have to make, to have at least a 10% or so on to pay down first? So if it's a 50, so you have to have a 5,000 or so. The bank's going to forego that. They're going to say, no, we just give you all the money. So you go, oh, government send you, okay, housing authority grant, oh, no problem. All right, here, look the house. Look the money, go and buy the house. Is that going to be the situation? Come on, let's be realistic with this whole thing. Let's be realistic. We're not speaking theoreticals here, we're speaking reality. But then again, as I say, you can't be looking for Mr. Mumu, who lives on number 10 Mumu Street, and find him on Common Sense Avenue. He would not be on Common Sense Avenue. Mr. Mumu of number 10 Mumu Street. If he gone on Common Sense Avenue, he just visiting. He ain't living there. So he's a temporary passerby. Yeah? He's what do you call him again? He's transient. He's not going to remain on Common Sense Avenue. Mr. Mumu going back on number 10 Mumu Street. He will not be long on Common Sense Avenue. So don't look for Mr. Mumu on Common Sense Avenue. Know that Mr. Mumu will never be around Common Sense. He will always be on Mumu. And if he pass on Common Sense, he's transient. He's just passing through. Yeah? 44073. Once again, 440-7377. That's the number you can call to get on the inside. I'm not going to give the next one. 440-7377. That's the number to call and get on the inside. Yeah. Imagine that. You give people that kind of... I mean, come on, man. How could you treat people like that? How could you treat human beings, fellow Grenadians? How could you treat them like that and still say that you like people? And then when Dr. Mitchell giving you advice, he was the one that went and get it. Your government don't know nothing about no house. Only dislike house so much because house is the symbol of the new national party. Only dislike it so much that only want to mess this one up as well. Come on. Really and truly. Seriously. This is the best that Grenada could have put forward as a government, boy. That's where we come to? Seriously? That's where we reach to? A prime minister who spends more time on planes than pilots that working for British Airways. Yeah, the prime minister spending more time on plane than a pilot for British Airways. Well, the foreign minister, same thing. Well, the foreign minister always foreign. He doesn't be here. He's a foreign minister, so he always out. He ain't there. Right? A minister of health. Are you looking for the minister of health? Let me show you what the minister of health busy doing, man. The minister of health busy. He busy, man. He busy. That's why he can't sort out health care. He busy sharing balls. Yeah, he went all over sharing balls. So the Minister of Health was busy sharing balls. So you see him there, he handing a lady a ball, he handing a fella a ball there, he gain another lady a ball, he gain this fella there a ball. Well, 2 balls, he gain a fella. Wait, no, some of them gain 2 balls, some of them gain 1. I know, anyway. But he was busy sharing balls. That's what he busy doing. You don't have medication in the health facilities. Some of the health centers, you cannot even get dressing. You can't get dressing. You can't even get headache medication. There's that solution that they use, the name eludes me right now, that they use when you have a wound and they clean the wound that they put on it before they dress it and so on. Cammy, you might know. Give me a call if you get a chance. That and all you can't get in some of the health facilities, and so I wouldn't even give you this story. I want one particular health facility do, and I had the pictures. I could say it, you know. I just don't want to expose the staff at that health facility when they tell me what they had to do with that solution itself, and they had to add. So anyway, Papa God, I think we have a caller on the line. Let's go to. Let me see if I can bring them up here on the WhatsApp. Hello, good night.
Good night.
Hi, good night. Yes, caller, you're live. Go right ahead.
Point. Yes, again. You all don't know that the government know what they're doing with the houses. The amount of passport they sell for the Russians. Yeah. I think they have some plan for the Russians to buy these houses and not Grenadians. Good night.
All right, my friend. Considering the government we're dealing with, I can't even say that the caller might be wrong. Seriously, you know, usually I'd say, nah, that can't happen, no thing, nah. These days, nah. Considering who we dealing with, yeah, you might be very surprised to find out some oligarch come and buy out a whole block. Yeah, just buy a whole building. Yeah, and then say, worth how much million, and then start to rent out and all kind of thing. Yeah, you never know. Can't say that. Oh, boy. 440-7377. Yeah, the minister busy handing out balls. Yeah, he busy handing out balls. You go to Princess Alice. When you go to Princess Alice, they say they short staff. They could only deal with accident and emergency. But the minister, busy handing out balls. Yeah? Very busy handing out balls. Very busy chap, isn't he? Yeah? So the people who go to Princess Alice and they're looking for a nurse or a doctor because they're in pain, they're suffering, They have to try and get a transport and get down to the general hospital and hope at least it has staff down there. Yeah? But the minister busy in the interim. Yeah, he handing out balls. We've got a caller on the line. Hello, good night. Hello? Hello? Okay, I think that person probably had a problem with their phone line. Caller, give us a call back, please. Yeah, let's see if that's the caller. Hello, good night.
I Sheldon Betadine, that is the name of it.
Yes, that is it. Yes, yes.
Betadine.
Betadine, yeah. That is it. That is it, the substance, yeah. Some health centers don't even have that, you know.
Eh?
Some health centers don't even have that. They don't even have dressing to dress people. My goodness. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That is the number you can call to get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, let me make sure I move that from there. Nice, right, yeah. That is the number you can call to get onto the inside. Okay, yeah, so I just got a report that the house has burnt down totally. Yeah, so that's a total loss that that individual in St. David, in Diamond, they've lost their home totally. All right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm seeing here, if the staff not getting good treatment at the Princess Alice Hospital from some of the doctors, etc., well, if the staff ain't getting good treatment, then we have to expect what we expect. But again, that is St. Andrew. Yeah, that is the largest parish. We can't have these sort of things taking place up there. We can't. Listen, there are 4 constituencies up there, you know. Not because the NDC lose 3 of the 4 constituencies in St. Andrew, you go treat St. Andrew people like that. Fluffy, what you say? Ram. What are you saying? Not because NDC lose 3 of the constituencies in St. Andrew, and they does usually lose all 4. But don't worry, next time around they ain't getting 1. Right? In St. Andrew. Not because of that, all you go treat St. Andrew people like that. Come on, man. Seriously, really and truly. All right, 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside. We know some of them, they you know, but they're afraid to talk.
Good food, you must take in front. So this is my
440-7377. We have roughly about 18 minutes remaining on tonight's program. I'll be ending exactly at 10. Eh? Nice. No extended tonight.
There's no place in the world like Grenada. Its people are so unique, so fabulous. They take politics real serious. You can't tell a man nothing wrong about his party. He'll deal with you so seriously, and from there on, you are his enemy. But as man, I must open my big mouth to lament on some things you know about. So the bother come attack.
Let me just read this release that I am seeing here coming out from the National Disaster Management Agency, and it's as of 8 p.m. tonight. The Meteorological Department, Grenada Airports Authority, is monitoring showery activity associated with an approaching tropical wave. An active tropical wave is forecast to move across Grenada and the rest of the Windward Islands on Thursday, October 5th, 2023. That's tomorrow. This wave is expected to bring showers, gusty winds, during heavier showers, and possible isolated thunder and lightning as it traverses the island chain. The Meteorological Office has issued a warning for a medium chance of flash flooding and landslides for Thursday and Friday morning. So that's October, no, you see, I'll get that wrong because I'll say October 4th and 5th. It's really October 5th and 6th. But anyway, potential impacts. Horizontal visibility may be temporarily reduced due to moderate and or heavy rainfall. Gusty winds in and around heavy showers can result in broken branches. There is the potential for lightning strikes to occur during thunderstorms. Caution. Be aware of possible delays caused by flooded roadways, especially in low-lying areas. There is the possibility of minor landslides. There is the possibility of broken branches due to gusty winds and heavy showers. NADMA and the Meteorological Office will continue to monitor the wave and provide updates as necessary. Please be reminded that the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season ends on November the 30th. So, you're expecting some, what we just say, as old people say, you're expecting some bad weather tomorrow and Friday, or tomorrow into Friday. All right, the possibility of, those say NADMA didn't tell all you. People that see the rain and thing and then they say NADMA didn't tell all you. Right, NADMA tell all you. Right, nice. So, NADMA is advising that we should be having some bad weather over the next 48 hours or so. All right, nice. Crystal. Oh gosh, my brother. Crystal. Yeah, man. Now we know what's going on. They're treating the people of St. Andrew like that because they know what's going on in St. Andrew. They know the goose cook already and fellas don't sit down with knife and fork waiting to eat. Yeah? So they ain't studying the people in St. Andrew. The staff at the Princess Alice are having a very hard time. A very hard time. But don't worry, the minister busy giving out balls. Busy, yeah. Balls. That's all over. Left balls, right balls. Yeah, balls, there balls. One ball here, two balls there. Giving out balls. That's what the minister busy doing right now. Meanwhile, when you go to accident and emergency in Princess Alice, you're meeting a sign up there. When you go to Leicester in Carriacou, when you go to the health center there, it's dirty. And they can't tell me a lie. Unless they go and clean it tonight for in the morning. It's dirty. Yeah, why Mr. PS and them find that problem? Javon, that's all you're supposed to be dealing with. Not going to spite people children. Because they don't like them. All they find is an NNP family, so they want to spite them and force them out of a job. That's what you should be focusing on. To make sure that at least it have a nurse in Mount Pleasant, so when people go, I mean, the caretaker is not a medical professional. Tell me you go to the health center there and we're finding sometimes it's just the caretaker. It's not all the time, but regular enough for it to have been a complaint. How I can sit down in Grenada and know that, and all you in Carriacou say all you're running things, all you're ruining things, all you forget an I when you were saying running, all you're ruining things in Carriacou, all you can't spell. So add the I inside there. We know some people is agricultural science alone there. Anyhow, but add the I in running, yet make it ruining. Because that is what they're doing up there. But don't worry. The minister has a lot of balls. Yeah? He's giving them out left, right, and center. He has a lot of balls. All right? 440-7377. That is the number for you to call. I don't know how this guy help it. 440-7377. That is the number for you to call either on WhatsApp or directly and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah?
Their mouth closed. How they do that, only God knows. Man who could talk, they balling with their jaws locked. I thought only
Desmond.
do that. A lady told me she's dying inside slowly, but she don't mind once it's NDC killing she. She said we had enough under Claudius, so nothing wrong if baby Jesus kill us.
Final 13 minutes of tonight's program.
Claim that they love country more than party.
You know, there's some people that doesn't interfere with them, but it does interfere with me. I feel tomorrow night, somewhere towards the end of the program, I put in all your notice now, towards the end of the program tomorrow night, I'm going to take a 10 minutes and deal with a particular individual. All you got to allow me. You know, usually I deal with national issues and so, yeah, but I got to deal with this one for the final 10 minutes tomorrow night at least. I'm going to have to deal with that. Right? Also, folks, don't forget to like and share. We have nearly 1,000 people on the YouTube right now and a couple hundred on the Facebook. Remember to like and share. Like and share. So those of you on YouTube, yeah, can't have 94 likes there and there's nearly 1,000 people watching. Hit the like button. If you've not yet subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube page. And also those of you on Facebook, like and share. Make sure you like the live and you share, and make sure you follow the Talking Points page. Folks, remember tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Simon Says. Yeah, only thing they afraid me, they afraid Auntie Jenny bad. Yeah. So Simon Says, at 5 p.m. tomorrow on YouTube and Facebook. So all the people cracking me up with this. Some people sending some messages here and they have me cracking up, Yeah. So Simon Says tomorrow from 5 p.m. All right, so you can find it online. If you go and you look on YouTube now and you type in Simon Says, you'll see Auntie Jenny there smiling. Nice. You see, and she nice down there, she's smiling and thing. Right, nice. Subscribe to the page and also click the icon, the bell icon next to it. So anytime she goes live, you would get. I know Auntie Jenny are no friend. She hitting everybody. If I had to get it, I get it. You understand? She are no friend. She friend is Grenada. She are no friend. So whether it's NNP had to get NDC, everybody getting it. Lap and cut, they getting it. All right? Nice. You also have the classroom. And let me apologize for Prince Royalty today. All right? Let me apologize for Royalty not having his program today. It was due to circumstances way beyond his control. Myself and himself, we spoke earlier. I won't say exactly what it is, but way beyond his control. So he was unable to do his program this evening. But tomorrow evening from 6 p.m., he will be doing his program, The Classroom, right? So you have Jenny Simon tomorrow evening from 5 p.m. with Simon Says. All right, so that's becoming one of the most watched program in Grenada. People left, right, and center. Women tuning in to hear what being said, but they also want to see where Auntie Jenny wearing this week and thing. Right, they want to see that. So they're tuning in. And it's not just to watch the content. Yeah, because she'll be busting some big info and thing there. Right, so Simon Says tomorrow from 5 p.m. From 6 p.m. you have Prince with the Classroom. I believe the Buzz Boss, people complain. So they want you on in the morning for 9, So the Buzz Boss will be on in the morning. Mosquito Man with the Buzz. I believe he'll be on at 9 in the morning. You can look for the Buzz program on Facebook. You can look for it. Yeah, it's always an interesting program, always engaging and so on, and dealing with the issues. Yeah, as only Mosquito Man, the Buzz Boss, as we just call him now too, as only he can deal with those issues as they come about. All right, folks. So remember that in the morning you have Mosquito Man, right, around 9. Then 5 p.m. So you have to make sure that you reach home in time or you settle in time, or at least you have your headphones with you if you're on the bus and thing. Because Simon Says starts at 5. And you want to make sure that you get it from start to finish. You don't want to miss, especially the last section. Yeah? Yeah, I'm telling you, London, Auntie Jenny does look hot. Yeah. And the last section she does have. What is it? Is it true? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, it does. Is it true? Yes, that section does hot too, boy. Oh, gosh. I myself does hear something in Is It True? And I does hear all kind of thing. But I does hear something in Is It True that I didn't know before, Yeah, so is it true? You understand? So that final section. So we're looking forward to that tomorrow. We're looking forward to Royalty James tomorrow evening after Auntie Jenny. And then tomorrow we're going to have our final program for this week. But telling all of the final 10 minutes, all you have to allow me. I have to deal with certain people with stupidness, right? Yeah, we have to clarify. You understand? We can't allow them to come out there and just be lying to people. So we have to address them. And we shall address them properly. Yeah? Because I said before, you can't be looking for Mr. Mumu from number 10 Mumu Street. You can't be looking for him on Common Sense Avenue. Common Sense Avenue is foreign territory to him and he has no visa. He can't go there. Alright? And if he end up there, he's a refugee, just passing through. He's transient in nature. He's just passing through there. In other words, it's what I always say to you all. Don't look for common sense in places that you know it doesn't exist. So that's why when I see this government doing things, it does not shock me. I don't expect empathy from people that have done the things that they have done between June the 23rd and now. Yeah? And it started on the night of June the 23rd, And even if you look at the 24th, the way that they treated the security detail that was attached to Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. All you don't even know what they did to those guys. What they're doing to them even now. Those fellas that was attached to Dr. Mitchell, yes, you were attached. You're a police officer. Your job was to secure the Prime Minister of the country. You had a job. You did your job. And like some people vex because they Keith and them boys. So they want to treat them and ask if any of them get a stripe. Ask. Yeah? Ask. See what they do them. Yeah? And then you see what they've done to other people. You have Mr. Superintendent Bernard. I still call him superintendent because that is what he ought to be. But he was demoted down, Bernard Nelson. And Superintendent Bernard Nelson was demoted down to assistant superintendent simply because at one point in time he was in charge of SB, at another point in time he was in charge of Dr. Mitchell's detail. And nobody in the upper echelon of the Royal Grenada Police Force could tell me any other reason why they demote him. None. Mr. Tafawa Pear was Deputy Commissioner of Police. You demote him. They demote him for no other reason than he happens to be married to the Honorable Emlyn Pear, who put some serious licks on them up there in St. Andrew Southeast. And go do it again. And as long as she want to do it, she will continue to do it because the people of St. Andrew Southeast love her. We ain't seen the Minister of Education where they? When last all about the Minister of Education, but that man disappeared. Minister of Education, what is going on? Let's ask him that question. Honorable Minister of Education. I'm giving you honorable. It's a difficult one for me to do, but I'm giving you the honorable. Right. What is taking place with the St. David's Catholic Secondary School over the next 2 days? Yeah? Because we're hearing that they have a insect infestation taking place down there, Papa. Yeah, insect infestation. So we want to know what is taking place. I mean, yeah, all you can't have that kind of thing going on there. I mean, all you can't. There's people, children and thing up in them place. They're only trying to send bug in people place. Eh? Mr. Minister, you're right up the road and I think what going on? So yeah, folks, yeah, the St. David's Catholic Secondary School, their parents, guardian, please be informed that there will be no school on Thursday the 5th and Friday the 6th of October 2023 as the school will be undergoing urgent pest control procedures. The physical environment will therefore not be safe for students and teachers alike to gather. However, teaching and learning will be facilitated through the completion of assignments, projects, and or intensive e-learning modalities. Each school day will proceed at home following the current timetable. The children are expected to utilize each class period as directed by the class teacher. In addition, we ask that you monitor your child to ensure that he or she is engaged for all periods, like if parents are working. All the parents home to sit down and watch the children. Anyhow, it is anticipated that the normal teaching and learning will reconvene at the school on Monday the 9th of October 2023. However, a final determination will be made by the weekend and communicated to you. We appreciate your understanding and anticipate your usual cooperation. All right? Yeah. So, Mr. Minister, what bug and roach? What infestation all you have there at this and David's Catholic Second? Since all you come is all over the places when you set a bug. Which pest control? Which pest control are they using? Right? I wonder the youth center get rid of them one. Them rat and them that down there. Rat and them bug and them that down at the youth center. They get rid of that. I hope you go over to the Olympic building and go over there. You know, chill all yourself. Keep all your thing in all your place. You know. Yeah, don't go over by the Olympic building. Don't try to go over by the Trade Center and things. Stay in all your place. Right? Stay in all your place. Alright? Nice. Good. But since this government come in and just pest infestation, I hear I set a cat up by the hospital again. The years I don't hear a problem. Up at the general hospital, you have a set a cat and all kind of thing. But what going on with them? But remember again, there's the same government that put out some bins that says that you're going to put your organic waste here and you're going to put your, is it paper and so on in one? And I haven't read them properly. I see one red, one yellow, one green. Yeah, but my issue with it is that you're telling people to separate their waste and then you're sending one garbage truck to pick up all this stuff from the three, like in the same, in other words, all of them going in the same place because they have not yet set up a location. You see, they're putting cart before the horse. They don't have specialist trucks where when you pick up garbage that you can say, okay, we're putting glass in this section, we're putting plastics here, we're putting paper there, and we're putting organic there or metals there. They don't have those specialist trucks here. So when they collect, everything going, even though it's in different bins, everything going into the truck in one way anyhow. Yeah? So it is still creating an issue. They don't, even if they had the trucks, have they set up different areas at the landfill site where we're going to put the organic matter one way, we're going to put the paper products one way, we're going to put the plastics one way, and the metals the next. No, they haven't set up that. So it's just mamagism to say, well, oh, we've instituted recycling. Recycling what? All of the recycling is ideas from the new National Party, nothing else. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. And in everything you say and do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. My name is Sheldon Scott, and I am out. Love each and every one of you. And we'll be back here tomorrow again from 8 p.m., God's willing, with you for more Talking Points. Remember, Buzz Boss in the morning, 9 a.m. You've got Simon Says at 5, and at 6, you have got as well Royalty James with The Classroom. I am out. You know, let me get them that one as I go in, man. Let me get them that one as I go in.
Taking 15, not one seat for them. We don't want no opposition, because them fellas in NDC have no love for the nation. Our worst experience was under NDC. So much mismanagement of the economy. We gave them a chance to run this country, but them boy couldn't do it. Even the blind could have seen. And I say they spend all their time trying to fight Peter, and they put the country in a state of disaster. 5 years